Today's guest isn't just building patios and planting trees. He's lighting up barns, grain bins in the spirit of Nebraska. He started his first company before Facebook existed, cooked pizzas at Hy-Vee, and walked into college knowing two things. He didn't want to wear khakis every day, and he needed to carve his own lane. Now he owns Tailored Landscaping, Tailored Life, and Tailored Lights, and most recently, Outdoor Lighting Nebraska. A man of grit, creativity, and probably the only guy you know with a landscaping master's degree from the School of Hard Sod. Let's tee it up with the entrepreneurial force behind Tailored Empire. All right, you guys know the deal. Hole one, question one. What kind of kid were you growing up, and how did that lead to cooking pizzas at Hy-Vee?
I don't like to toot my own horn, but I think I was a hardworking kid because of my parents growing up. Scooped the driveways of my neighbors in the cul-de-sac that we lived in. Always helping my parents around the yard, and I don't know, just kind of adventurous, creative. What I do now scratches my creative itch, and the reason I was at Hy-Vee was didn't know any better, and that's kind of what I like talking to kids about, is like, you don't have to just work at a grocery store or a bank or whatever. Like, there's a lot of different ways to make money in the world, but yeah,
Very
kind
cool.
of that's how it started.
Did you have a favorite pizza to make?
No, and it kind of jaded me against like Hy-Vee pizza and Casey's pizza. Like, a lot of people are fine with that, but it kind of ruined me. So I'm more of like a Yaya's and a craft pizza type guy.
I will say the Casey's taco pizza.
I know,
is still
I know.
one of my favorites.
I know, but no, to leave the Italian Express, as they used to call it, in the hands of a 15-year-old, I wasn't ready for it. They should have interviewed me better.
You make a lot of pizzas now, or just no?
Homemade, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a toppings guy, so if you get the toppings right and you don't skimp out on cheese, I think it's hard to screw up.
We have a par 4, 352 yards from here, par 4. It's gonna be downwind. We do have a bunker right there in front of us. It's gonna be about 250. Jake, what club do you got?
I have a hybrid. It says 4 to 5, and I'm pretty much a pro golfer at this point. You know, once in every 5 to 7 years I hit the course, and will be the first time with no alcohol involved since it's 10:30 in the morning, but you know.
Bloody Marys are perfect for this
grip
time.
it and rip it.
Oh,
that's bad.
Sky ball to the right. I lost it. Where'd it go?
Going left, straight over that pine tree.
So you guys know we are doing the back nine. They did have us tee off the back nine. This is at Woodland Hills by Eagle, Nebraska. It's a great golf course. I think they claim it's the only 5-star golf course in the state of Nebraska. We have 176 to the pin, or I guess to the middle, so not really at the pin, but what do you got in your hand?
5.
5.
Because I hit like a weenie. It's always the teeny little guys that can just contort their body and hit it
I know.
a mile.
They just get the speed and they
Yeah.
just understand how it works.
Yep, years of practice.
Mm-hmm. Hit the cart path.
It's in the ballpark.
Oh, nice. Came down that hill.
Straight as an arrow.
That'll work. Caught a little fat, but we'll see if it runs. Not enough. All right, so we just came up on my ball here. Jake's was just over there, but it had a really weird lie on it. Thankfully, the mower guy did stop for us. Left it wide open. We probably have a little 40-yard. Yep, that one's yours. 40-yard little chip shot here. They do have a little marker in there for some reason, so it must be closest to a pin. So I don't know if they got a little tournament going on or going to be going on.
Oh, shit.
I should run. All right, we're putting.
Yeah.
We're putting, we're right there. Okay.
Didn't.
I just feel like chipping's the hardest thing to get a feel for first. Wow, that did not run out very much. Then I'll let you putt first, so you can kind of do a read.
Cheater. All right, so tell me what I'm looking at. It's all. How are you
going? So,
I mean,
I'm seeing slightly right to left.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right between the whole pin thing and then the
No, I think it's going to the left.
You think it's break? Okay.
So I would go 2 cups up on the right side. So you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And by that, I mean, I'm just going to hit it. Whoa!
Smoked it.
Maybe I should have putted a
That's
couple.
all right. I didn't really see much from Jake's putt. So we'll see how it goes. It's funny because his putter says Seymour on the back of it. Well, we did not see more there. So we'll see how the greens are today. He didn't mow that side yet.
Good one.
Oh,
Nice.
really?
Both sides.
His did not break, mine did break.
I will put the flag back.
All right, so we are now 2 over through 1. Little rough start. Should have practiced a little bit with the putting green. That's a disadvantage of showing up and playing.
Flashes of potential, though.
That's very true.
Thanks for golfing at Woodland Hills. Subscribe to Mulligan Mic.
All right, we got hole 2, question 2. You walked into a 350-person business lecture and thought, how do I stand out? How'd that moment shape your whole career path?
College is a pretty daunting experience, especially a lecture hall at a Big Ten school. And, you know, you do what you know, and I thought coming out of high school, hey, my dad did computer science, maybe I want to do computer science. Like, you have no idea.
Yeah.
And so then you go to college and you're getting your generals out of the way, your econs and all that stuff, and you go into the lecture halls and it's just like, wow, all these kids are more plugged in than I am. What do I really want to do? So college is kind of learning who you are in general. So I just said, well, I think I've got a good work ethic and I'm creative as far as this stuff goes. And then horticulture just fell in my lap. Kim Todd, who hosts Backyard Farmer now, as well as continues to teach in the horticulture college, huge influence. So I took my parents were my first period of my life, and then Kim Todd took over from there and then showed me what horticulture could do, and met my wife in horticulture. And East Campus is kind of always going to have a special part in our life, you know, like the dairy store and all that fun stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And having reunions and going back and seeing everybody. But
Love the dairy store.
yeah, it's just like the way I design my landscapes right now. Like, you're not designing what everybody else is doing, because then you got to compete against them. Like, you're doing what nobody else can do, and like being a marketing major or any of that wouldn't have worked out.
Oh, nice. You just kind of relied on what you know and tried not to be anybody that you're not.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm a very literal person, and landscape to me is a very A to B industry. And I don't know. I know there's projects like I could do it, but a year-long advertising project scares me.
Yeah.
I would take a year-long landscape or, you know, home build over that any time. So very
Very
tangible, work with my hands type.
Very cool. Let's see you work with your hands on this par 4, 341
I
yards.
really teed that one up for you.
I know.
See what I did there?
And we love the dad jokes on the channel. Got a driver in hand here. It's a little to the right flag, but we're going pretty much right at those bunkers.
Oh my God.
Fort!
Beauty.
That'll work. All right, pretty much right down the middle, and then
Yeah.
it rolled to the right. But 110 to the flag. It's pretty straight. We're with the wind though,
Yeah.
so it should fly a little bit. I have a 52, so we'll see how that goes. Got it up. Gonna be landing over here. Nice job on the zoom there, Dylan. Looks like a very inviting pin, so I'm just gonna go straight at it. Don't think I got enough of that one. Did not get enough of that one.
You going now?
56.
And what's the difference between 56 and 60? Like,
4 degrees.
I know, but why would you choose it?
60 for me is only a greenside bunker shot.
Oh, like,
And for like things like this where it's going to be about a 30-yard chip, I know that at basically like 40 degrees backspin for me is going to be about
I don't want to
30
sound
yards.
like an idiot, but instead of chunking it, don't people putt up from here?
Yeah, people can putt too.
Yeah.
People putt, people do a bump and run.
I'm just gonna choke up.
If you putt, it's called a Texas wedge
Okay.
from off the green.
Good old Texas. Got to have their hands and everything.
But like, so for chipping, like you want to keep your feet closer together.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
And then it's about like driving through it instead of just, yeah, just like that. Nice on.
Hey, it felt good.
Spin. So we're gonna put this in for par. Looks like probably a little 15-footer. Pushed it a little
Damn it.
bit.
Ooh.
Hole 3 is a par 3, 156 over the water. We have our guy mowing up here, placing our flag, so we're gonna see where it's at. Question 3, you didn't want to wear business casual, and now you own multiple businesses. Walk us through how Tailored Landscape was born in 2003 and what those early years look like.
Well, I was working for Campbell's Nursery, which is a great company in Lincoln. I would say they arguably paved the way for every landscaper in Lincoln. But when you're making, I can't remember exactly how much I was making, but I think it was below $10 an hour. It doesn't take much to get better than that. And luckily I had a friend who was very persuasive and pushed me to start my own company. And then I had family friends, like kind of every landscaper starts out. The Warrens were my first actual job. And it just kind of goes from there. And like, I guess I'm not really a complacent, like, hey, I'm good enough right now. Like, hey, I'm satisfied where we're at. So Tailored Landscapes grew with my wife coming over from another landscape company in '08 when we got married. She does a lot of the office stuff, so I can continue to go out and sell and be creative and all that stuff, as well as she runs the store in Bennett. And then everything's like from a need basis type deal, where we tried ordering lights from a guy, and our little piddly orders weren't anything compared to what he was selling to New York, North Carolina, and whatever. He didn't have a patent on it, so we started making bollards, and that's been about 13 years now. And then we felt the need to expand one more time, and right before the real estate boom where prices got way out of hand, we got property in Bennett, and we have retail. So each company that we have kind of scratches each other's back. So it just, you know, what I would tell people who are starting out or thinking about doing something like this is step number 1 is putting yourself out there, and step number 2 is making rational decisions along the way that, you know, don't put too much into them where it can bankrupt you, and don't be too cautious either. So
Very nice. Let's talk about rational decisions here.
yeah,
He's hitting an iron. Look how far that ball's teed up.
it's gonna go down a little bit.
Let me help you out here. So I'm guessing with this flag position, it's going to be about 141. I feel like the water always adds 10 yards. So I'm hitting a nice little 8, trying to control it. Jake, what are you hitting?
5.
All right, we got a safe one maybe. It kind of rolled off that hill, so maybe not.
At least you'll have a what not to do B-roll.
How not to golf. All right, I'm gonna go pretty much straight at it. We do have the wind in our back, so I'm guessing this is probably gonna be too much club. But at the end of the day, I would rather be long than short in the water. Like that. Shoot. Get over. Okay. Taking mulligans.
Take 2. That's a good one.
That'll be plenty. Don't you dare
Oh,
hit
it's
that
gonna
hill.
come right off of that. You always catch the biggest fish when you're by yourself. You
Yep.
always hit the best shots when you're by yourself. Nobody would ever believe you.
Very true.
So, because I'm afraid of the ground, tee it up a little bit more.
Oh, be enough.
That's good.
Be enough.
Yep.
Oh yeah, just short there.
See, I just need 2 tries for every shot. That's too much.
Oh, sure, that one doesn't run out. We're We're not making it easy on ourselves.
No.
Not even a little bit. All right, we should be in for bogey from there, maybe. Hole 4, question 4. Hole 4 is a 351 par 4. Water hazard over there to the left. We'll zoom in on. You really just want to hit like a 200-yard shot. So people are always surprised by what you actually do. What's the funniest or weirdest misunderstanding someone had about your business?
I think people just kind of, I don't think people realize what landscaping encompasses as a whole. And hardscaping is kind of a newer term to people, but you know, is landscaping to some people like, oh yeah, you mow lawns? No, we don't do any lawn care. Oh, you plant trees then? I'm like, yeah, we plant trees. And even with trees, I could talk 15 minutes about choosing the right tree for the right spot. But I don't know, it's just pretty diverse what we do, you know, whether it's a little fountain, a water feature, stream, but we turn into kind of a quasi general contractor. We have to take drainage into consideration, all that. So we kind of become a novelty at parties because everybody has landscape issues, no matter, you know, especially around here, nobody lives in apartments for the most part. But yeah, we can always talk to people about it. But yeah, do they know
a funny or weird story that kind of jumps out from like somebody misunderstanding what you guys do?
Not really.
Nobody called you randomly, asked if you could mow the yard?
I would say we have really personal relationships with people, and we've been asked, I was asked to bury a dog, and I would relate that to the homeowner didn't know where to turn, and we dig holes for a living essentially, and I did it as honorably as I could and helped her out with that. But that's probably one of the strangest things we've had. We had a book club looking out at, you know, it was like a group of women that were in their 65 to 75-year-old range, and an old employee of mine, Nate, who moved to Brazil, he had long blonde hair back in the day. He was probably sweaty and whatever, and the book club was kind of salivating over him. And at the end of it, luckily they waited till the end of it to tell him, like, yeah, that's what they were talking about. They were basically writing a romance novel based on Nate when he was working there. But
oh boy,
you know, just the usual. I'm sure every trade runs into some stuff, you know, but yeah.
All right, let's see you hit this romantic shot.
Let's romance.
Right on the right side there. So what I was talking about, they do have water right here, so landing zone's gonna be right there.
Oh, long gone.
We'll be fine if it sits.
I think we'll be good.
Yep, perfect shot. All right, so we came up with my drive. We're gonna have about 181 left. It's gonna be a back left pin. Jake's got a
5.
I'm gonna hit a 6. It's kind of an odd lie, so I don't know if it's gonna be a fly or not, but everything, it's really humid today, so nothing's really flying on us.
No.
So I'm guessing this is gonna be enough club. We have a bunker there to the left that looks kind of fun to be in.
Yeah, no kidding. It's gonna magnetize us and attract us to it.
Yep.
Oh, no again.
Nope. Left it open.
Hopefully it kicks back
Okay,
in.
we got a shot.
See, what we're actually doing is we're being pretty nice because we aren't having to replace any divots on the greens yet.
That is true.
We're just looking out for the course.
I'd rather replace.
That's my crew right there.
Oh yeah?
My crew is working at that house right now.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, that's the front 9, so we will not be over there.
Yeah. Well, they don't have to see me shoot horribly then.
Oh, that's a money shot right there.
Barely off.
We ran a little long. That looks good. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun little putt. So we got mine here.
Hit it to about here.
Yeah, but then it snaps at the last little bit on the right. So you guys can probably see on camera that it's pretty sideways there. Oh, good if it goes.
Good speed.
No, I left it
Dang
short. Really? We got a putt to say bogey.
Mm-hmm.
Now we want to see. I think we're 4 over through 3. Just does not break. Just tried to ram it.
What do I even
All right.
hit?
Driver.
No way.
You got to carry it 220 to get over that water. All right, hole 5, question 5. Tailored Life 360 isn't just a store, it's a vibe. What's the story behind it, and why did you want to branch into retail from landscaping?
The short answer is it's a lot easier to sell a product than it is to install a product. So if me and my workers and whatever, I don't know, the longevity of it, we can do Tailored Life into our old age. But we also saw a need for it, you know. Finke Nursery, which was up by East Park, you know, they moved out of state, and you know, there's always a demand for plant material and stuff like that. So we didn't see our landscape crew growing, you know, exponentially. Like we don't really want a company of 40 people, but we can have a few different companies of, you know, 5 to 7 people. But kind of just a need for a community, and our kids go to the Bennett Palmyra school district, and I think Christy and I both by nature are just community based. Like we give back to the volunteer fire department, something I'm pretty passionate about. Those guys give a lot of their free time to do better for the community, but I don't know, it was just a way, you know. Christy worked at Pier 1 for like 10 years, I think. A little bit in high school and then a little bit in college. So she already had the experience behind it, and then add plants to it, which we went to school for, and just kind of a natural fit.
So kind of sum it up, you had a need in your current business landscaping to be able to get the product, be able to sell the product.
Yeah.
You also had a realization that you didn't want to grow to be massive,
Right.
but you wanted other revenues. So you created that, and then you really valued the sense of community and to really be like engraved into the town that you were in.
Right.
Very cool.
Yep. Her grandparents and my grandparents are both from very small towns, and you realize people don't want to drive 20 miles to do everything. So we've had miniature street dances and whatever, and just things that like we have vendors line the streets, and we shut the street down for a weekend. But I don't know, just another way to kind of show people this is what works and this is what we would do in this situation. And it's a lot of design centric stuff that goes on, but saw the need for it and took a chance.
Very cool. Well, we're going to see a need for a great tee shot
This
here.
is going to be a nightmare.
Very tight. We have water there. It's 230 to carry the water from back here. Normally we are at those tee boxes over there, but they moved everything back, I think. So I don't know if they have a tournament coming up or what, but it's an interesting tee shot with a cool bridge that we get to go through. And you hit the owner's house.
Yeah, that one. Hey, it went right where I was pointing.
I didn't hear anything. So
Well, that was the best hit I've had.
it's a tough course because it's followed with a hole like that where you really have to hit a 200-yard shot to have 180.
Yeah.
And then you got to go up and hit this shot. Should be plenty. Oh my goodness. It was not. All right, we'll be dropping up there.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts about this is this little tunnel. These are fun. These little plants over here.
What, the cattails?
Yeah, don't they sing if like too much wind or something? Is that the same thing?
Quaking aspen.
So they don't
Cattails are kind of evil because every one, I would go in and get one, but probably fall in. Everything on that brown part is a seed, like jammed in there, very compact together. And so each one has like 1,000 offspring on it.
sing. So they just spread like wild.
Oh yeah.
Yikes. Hit a tree and come back in. Hit a tree and dropped.
I see it. Well, you have to hit a crappy one in order to be Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson getting out of the shit. That'll
much.
work. Left of the cart path?
Yep.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm best when I'm on a hill.
Okay.
Not really.
Are you over the hill yet?
I am.
How old are you? 43.
Do you remember when 40 used to be a big deal? Like,
Yeah.
people would bring, like, I remember vividly when maybe that's 50, when people bring the black balloons and.
I thought it was 40.
Was it?
I don't know. I was
40.
so young back then that everything felt ancient.
I know. Everybody had big sideburns back then. This is weird.
Yeah, you can probably choke down on it and then
Yeah.
get your feet a little bit closer. It's like on the club. There you go. Nice shot. Sit right there. Oh, it's
Where's
gonna
that
roll
going?
off. That'll work. That was a hell of a shot. Skied it. Finn, stay up.
It's all right.
All right, what are you seeing here?
It's going to go to the right a little bit, but
Right a little bit. A little uphill, then
pretty
downhill.
much get to the top of the hill and then let gravity take. Ugh, go. Look at that! Look at that!
Told you we could make that putt. Inviting putt.
Totally redeemed himself.
Sadly for bogey.
It's all right.
All right, we're going up on a par 5, 432 yards. We can make up some ground with this one. Hole 6, question 6. Let's talk scale. Patio, coast-to-coast lighting, and now Outdoor Lighting Nebraska. What's driving you to keep growing instead of coasting?
One thing with lighting is you can do lighting, well, I can sell a light to Florida in February. So being based out of Nebraska, if it is 14 to below, it's going to be nice and balmy in Arizona, Florida, Texas, all that stuff. So it's kind of what's our get out of jail free card for snow removal. And ironically, I use the rainy day money, but a lot of our light sales just randomly pop up when we're kind of rained out of landscape jobs. So then we're selling lights to kind of make up for the lost revenue. And I think the lights are the thing that we're most excited about. Like, we still love doing the landscaping and relationships we make with customers through that end, but there's some pretty spectacular lighting contractors around the country, like fantastic people, and seeing how they put our product into play is pretty fun to watch.
I will say that I've noticed something about you that I did not know. So every time that an issue or a need comes up, you're great at pivoting on your feet and coming up with solutions that aren't just another thing to do, that aren't just another bucket. You're not running from these excuses. You're really meeting them head on. And like, I've seen all 3 of your businesses and they're all successful. I'm excited to see what the Nebraska outdoor lighting is like. But you really run towards it with a actual solution versus just creating yourself. I always use the excuse when the story, you know, when men are moving, it's particular in with like our dads. So it's like you're moving, you got a bunch of work, but then they see like a lights out.
Oh yeah.
Or they see like something else and you get distracted very
Stops
easily
you
and
in
then
your
you're kind of
tracks.
on to the next thing.
Yeah.
You could have had a million excuses to pivot. You could have had a million excuses to have excuses with any of your companies, but you create and you grow and you meet the excuse head on.
Yeah, and you watch all of those guys that do coaching and whatever, and the number one thing is you don't give up. And you know, if my wife wasn't doing it, doing part of the company with me, if we didn't have a great team, if we didn't have guys on the crews that are like into it, like when you interview people, we say you're going to matter here. Like, do you want to do stuff that matters? Do you want to be cool places that you wouldn't normally be? Or do you just want to, work for somebody and just be a statistic? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, all growth, you have to kind of measure risk and everything, but whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger type thing.
Very cool.
That's kind of how I go about it with golf too.
In your hat. Well,
yeah,
shit.
and the hat. Yeah.
All right, like we said before, par 5, You really want to be on the left side of that fairway there, kind of past that tree up there.
Oh, like left, like over there?
No, not that far left.
Yeah.
There you go. You got one in play. I like it. Kind of bounced over there.
In the tall stuff. That one felt like shit, by the way. It's
That
like
drive did?
the equivalent of getting jammed in baseball.
Oh.
Probably a poor follow through. Good.
Oh, way right. Hit a tree and come back in.
Hit that hill. I heard it.
Hit a tree. So we'll see if it came back in. All right, it came out.
That would have been my best shot of the day. Got denied by a tree.
Oh my gosh. Really thin. All right, so we got over here to Jake's ball, two very bad shots. But we're in the fairway. We're just literally right over there in the tree.
It just feels too narrow.
Now we got 250. Well struck. I think it's gonna be out of bounds though. Man, everything's turning.
Probably pretty close
Hopefully
to each
it's
other.
fine, yeah. That's gonna be a tough shot.
I know, but you're just gonna kick it out there?
I'm gonna basically like try to kick it over these bunkers. So if you kind of want to kick it off to the side, basically you see that power box up there?
Yeah.
I would go right at that.
Okay.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
Oh!
Oh, in the bunker.
There you go. Good job.
That'll work. That's exactly how you... Happy Gilmore is coming out again.
Yeah, in a week?
I'm excited about that. That'll be one of the rare movies that we actually go to the movie theater for.
It's not in the movie theater.
What?
It's on Netflix.
Well, shit, I don't have Netflix.
You better get it.
All right, we got a par putt here. Come on, break. What a putt.
100 and... Am I just going
Okay,
straight?
there you go. Yeah, pretty straight at it. What a putt. All right, we have a hole 7, question 7. You said you want farmers to light up barns and grain bins to bring our roots to life at night. Why does this matter so much to you?
Well, if you want the truth...
Oh, yeah.
How long are we doing? How long are we?
551 yards,
Okay,
par
so
5.
plenty long. The truth of it is, I'm a little tired of landscaping where people go, and I haven't had this for a long time. I don't get people that request it, but back in the early 2000s and 90s, everybody was like, I want the Colorado style. And nothing against Colorado, but I think we have, I think Nebraska and the plains have some value. So and our heritage, like I'm not a big U.S. history buff, but I'm a big, like, I guess cultural history. I think cultures are cool the way they are, or why they are the way they are. And like the farmers that take pride in their grain bins and stuff, I think that's amazing. And you know, there's a huge grain bin that I want to light up with color changing lights so we can make it red, white, and blue for the 4th, and red and green and white for the Christmas time and all that. So I don't know, I just like Nebraska is what it is, just like Kansas has what it is, and the Dakotas and all that. So let's not try to be who we aren't, and let's just focus on highlighting our, I don't know, our past. I don't know if that sounds good, but
It speaks to your core. You're trying to be who you are, and you're trying to let other people be who they are.
right.
Now be who you are not here and be a really, really good driver.
Let's try that.
Little sky ball.
Straight.
It'll come down here a little bit. And it landed. All right, we got one in play. It's right there.
Beauty.
That'll work. I forgot to swing my hips again. But
Right on the top of that ridge. I know what it was. I didn't wash the ball before I hit it.
260. We still have 311.
Oh, it's off. Are you self-taught, or do you have somebody?
Self-taught. Played 5 years now. Well, this is year 5. Probably too much YouTube golf.
Uh-huh. Nice hit.
Come on, give me a right, left kick. There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, self-taught, like a lot of other people, I started during COVID. So I was just going out. Before this year, I would probably play 8 rounds a year.
Uh-huh.
This year with having Mulligan Mic and everything, I can obviously play a lot more.
Are you a member anywhere?
Nope.
So to back up to landscape lighting, we have like what, 5.5 months of winter.
Yeah.
What do you look at in the winter? Like highlight architecture and all that stuff. And a lot of people are sitting on gold mines as far as like content on what you can light up, but
Yeah.
that's where we come in. Like, look at that windmill. We've actually got a customer that we're just signing on to do a big patio for, and they've got a windmill like that, and that could be like the coolest, most peaceful thing to look at off your patio.
The windmill.
Not that everybody's got a 30-foot tall windmill.
Okay, popped out a little right. We should have a little
Close.
chip on it.
Close.
It should be good. What? I took too much off of it.
Oh my God, Jake.
Not that little bit. All right, we're gonna have a putt on
I
it.
believe I was looking up. Look at that.
Turn, turn, turn. All right. All right, we got our par putt here, a little slider left to right, it looks like.
Got a centipede right in front of my ball.
Oh,
That's good luck in the golf world, right?
hopefully. We let the centipede play through. Did it. Nice. 142. Okay. Hole 8, question 8. Let's give you the spotlight. See what I did there? Spotlight?
Sure.
Lighting.
Yeah.
Who should reach out to Tailored Landscape or Outdoor Lighting Nebraska? And what's the first step to bring their space to life?
A million things flooded through my head when who should reach out to Tailored Lights, Landscapes, Tailored Life? Anybody who wants to modernize the exterior of their home. So the thing that I like about what we do is we're not just pinned into a corner and say, okay, well, we're going to plant trees, we're going to plant bushes, but then you have to find somebody different for lighting. Like, you're looking at, and I know Lincoln's a big small town, but you're looking at a company that thinks about everything. Do you have crappy drainage? Well, we can fix that. We can do it in a decorative way. So anybody who wants to, and it can be a $200,000 home, it can be a $2 million home, it really doesn't matter. We want to do stuff the right way. So really just anybody who's interested in updating the outside of their house and also making it low maintenance. Like, it's kind of a run-on joke, like when people tell me they want low maintenance landscape, because nobody wants high maintenance, so we don't get requests for that. But
Yeah.
no, we can just make it look good and make it easier for you. That way you can spend time golfing or doing whatever you do in your off time. You don't have to be taking care of your landscape all the time. So
Very cool.
let us do it.
Yeah, let Jake do it.
Yeah, 100 and whatever.
145, par 3, with the wind.
Just like that, into the
Go,
sand.
Go. In the sand. Yep. Just
Well,
died right there in the sand.
we wouldn't have a complete day if we weren't in the bunker a little bit.
I don't know why. I like to do wooden tees on my par 3s.
Hmm.
Because it rhymes.
Sure.
Wooden tees on my par 3s. I feel
Sounds like a
that
rap
could be
song.
yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It's in line. Well, a little to the
Take
right.
a little right. Did that go in the sand too?
No, I think it's over. I thought it bounced
Okay.
over.
It's not very soft.
No.
We have probably about a 4-foot bunker lip in front of us. I'm going to take a 60. What do you got?
Just a sand wedge.
Sandwich? Okay. Yikes. Okay, we'll take yours.
Oh, too
That
hard
could be
probably.
good.
Ugh.
Turn. Kind of hit it through the brake.
There you
Stay
go.
up, stay up.
Come on, stop.
Oh, all right, we're gonna let Jake clean it up here. putt. All right, hole 9, question 9. If you had to look back at your entire life, business, life, whatever you want to pinpoint it to, what's your mulligan moment? Where would you take a mulligan with the perspective that you have now and the confidence and everything you have now? There you go. A little right there. It's gonna be just short of him mowing.
Yep.
Right there. Solid spot to come in at.
It's gonna be perfect. That guy's a pro.
No.
He's like, it ain't gonna hit me.
Yeah. He's like, I saw your first drive. All right, so your mulligan moment, life, business, whatever you want to make it.
You mean outside of telling myself to buy Google stock and Tesla stock when I was Apple stock when I was 5 years old? No. So I started the company when I was in college. So I had a very abbreviated internship, which was pretty much a week long with a really good company in Chicago. And I learned a lot, but I didn't learn like the processes and everything. And the processes are pretty hard to come by, and just figuring out everything, every clerical part of the company. And I went from being a grunt with a company to being a grunt for my own company. So you're having to figure out the clerical stuff as you go. So my mulligan moment would probably be go at it with more of a plan, get more experience before you just jump into it. If I could rewind, and I've been in Nebraska my whole life, I've been in Lincoln almost my whole life, I'd probably go back and I would take an internship in a bigger city and then bring practices from it back and apply them to Lincoln.
Nice.
So if I could go to Oregon, kind of the plant mecca of the United States or anywhere, and just work in a really good office and then apply it here, that's what I would do.
Very cool. Here to see if he runs over our ball here. He just wanted front row seats. Is that all? You just wanted front row seats, huh?
You're gonna make us nervous now, and now we have somebody to blame it on.
If the video wasn't enough.
And he's creating a show called Mulligan Mic, and like it talks about, like he just asked me if I could redo one thing in my business career, what would I do? And like everybody's gonna have different answers, but I do like landscaping and stuff, and I just went from like being behind a wheelbarrow to owning the wheelbarrow that I was behind. So I didn't really know like the ins and outs of running a business, but
Striped it. Oh, little right. Get out of that bunker.
I didn't see where it landed.
Nice. It just landed on the right side of the green there, and it should have just rolled down. Turn. Oh.
Get the game running before you could even play it, and then when you play the game, you got to figure out everything, and now you can just YouTube how to do everything. There's no figuring anything out on your own anymore.
Don't bash on YouTube since we're gonna be on YouTube.
Well,
I get what he's saying, but like this is going to be a fast putt.
oh yeah.
A little bit too good. Good. Get in. Oh my goodness. And look at that. The worst part. Look how far it ran afterwards.
Yeah. That's got a shot. Get over that hill.
I was more worried about just stopping it. From pizzas to patios to that glow at night, this guest is proof that you don't need a fancy title to build something legendary. Just vision, hustle, and a little bit of light. Huge thanks for teeing it up with us on Mulligan Mic. If you want your yard, barn, or backyard oasis to feel like a legacy, go check out Tailored Brands. Until next time, swing hard, light it up, and don't be afraid to take your mulligan. Any closing last thoughts?
Keep trying with whatever you do. Keep trying. Yeah, thank you to the audience. Check out Mulligan Mic. It's going to be a fun watch every time. Hardy Media, a follow. They do great. And check out Tailored Life, Tailored Landscapes, Tailored Lights whenever you need something for the outdoors.
Until next time.